so many times the people that you're talking to actually aren't interested, or they don't know, people with those sort of problems, or if they do, they don't feel like they can talk to you about it or anyone else about it. So that's where I was, and yeah, it was a struggle. I just trying to get new clients was a real challenge. So I help people that are really struggling with their sleep when it's due to some anxiety, depression. They find they either get to bed and they just can't go to sleep because the mind just won't shut down, or like the person I was dealing with yesterday, fall asleep straight away, but then an hour or 2 hours later, bang, they're awake, and then they toss and turn, they watch TV, they do everything they can, and then finally get back to bed at 5 in the morning and get another hour's sleep. So they're struggling on 2 to 3 hours sleep a night, and yeah, really, really tough. So lots of anxiety sitting underneath it, and
That sounds kind of like me.
yes.
And from in the past. You've been able to help a lot of people. Tell me a little about where were you at before we met, before we worked together.
Yeah, look, I'd been working on what I was doing, and I was really comfortable with the service I was providing. It was working really well with the people that I was getting in, but I felt like I was just pushing all the time. I had to be out there, talking to people, trying to run seminars, to meet and try and get the message across. So it was always this sense of lots of effort, trying to have to push and push and push to get the message out there. And
Yeah.
So many times the people that you're talking to actually aren't interested, or they don't know, people with those sort of problems, or if they do, they don't feel like they can talk to you about it or anyone else about it. So that's where I was, and yeah, it was a struggle. I just trying to get new clients was a real challenge.
You were doing seminars. What else you were trying to do?
Letterbox drops, the old fashioned letterbox drops, and over the years they just got worse and worse and worse. And then the free seminars, and just trying to talk to people and get people through groups. I knew it wasn't working, but I didn't know why.
You were trying different things, trying to promote service, even doing letterbox drop.
Mm-hmm.
And the message just didn't seem to get through to your target
Yes.
audience.
Yeah.
But they don't realize they have such a big problem, or they don't realize how you can actually help them.
Yes.
What was that thing? What was that trigger that makes you really want to take action and start working together?
Look, I think that the trigger was I know what I do works really well, and it's completely different to anything anyone else has ever done before, and it really goes to the heart of the problem. So, um, but I was frustrated that I just couldn't get to people, and I had redone my website, a couple of years ago, and
Yeah.
it was certainly better, but it just still wasn't working. And I thought, well, I either need to um, do something differently, because obviously, keep doing the same thing, you get the same results. So I knew I had to do something differently, and I wasn't quite sure what. And I knew the website wasn't really working as well as it needed to. So obviously, once we started talking, I could tell you knew exactly what you're doing. So that's what gave me the faith to step across the line.
You pulled the trigger pretty quickly. I think, which is why one of the reasons why you've gotten results so quickly, because like you do everything very fast. You pull the trigger very fast. You started putting things into practice really fast. You make that paradigm shift really fast, and then people just started showing up right in front of you, your target audience. So I think
Yes.
that's one of the biggest thing that I'm really pleased to have you to work with you as well. Is that you are just a action taker, and you really make things
Yeah.
happen. Really make things happen. So what is the biggest takeaway? I just want to know.
Look, the biggest takeaway for me is it gets the results, and probably probably the most exciting is getting the messaging right. And so we've done lots and lots of work, but now that that's all done, and the system's in place, the right people are coming to me. People that really need the service, they're coming to me. All of a sudden I get a message on the screen saying, so and so's booked for a call to discuss it. You talk to them, and they've had a read of what's there. They're 90% there. The sale part is easy. It's just, well, this is, I can hear your pain, and absolutely, this is something that we can fix, and then you just go ahead and do it. So that part has been fantastic. I just, to have the customers that I need coming to me with it feels like no work. Whereas in the past, it was always, pushing, having to work really hard to try and pull those sales in. Now I don't have to do any of that. It's almost, I just wait for it to happen. I mean, obviously, I'm still posting and doing all the things that I need to do, but that's been the best thing.
Yeah. Is when you get your message so dial in and you know what people are actually looking for, and people will just start coming to you. They just show
Mm.
up from nowhere. Yeah.
Yes, I felt like I was doing lots of work, and you kept coming back to me and asking questions, and trying to tease the information out, and I'd send the stuff through, and you go, no, that's not right, and it was funny. I knew a lot of the times that it wasn't quite right, but I didn't know how to fix it. And I guess your knowledge and skills in that area just, you could keep putting me back on course, and helping me get it right. And, the results speak for themselves. So, yeah, if you're not a marketing expert, a Facebook expert, a website expert, you've just got to, do it with will, because it works. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for doing this. So.
What you help people with is truly amazing in the way you've helped them. Like
Yes.
when I'm
Yep.
able to help you to reach a larger audience, that means a lot to me. That means you can help a lot more people to overcome these challenges, putting them in pain so much every day. So I'm really pleased to
Yes.
be able to help you.
Yeah. No, it's great, because it's often people think it just affects the person that it's in, but it actually affects everyone around them. So yeah, it's really challenging for not just the people involved, but their families, friends, everyone. So
Yeah. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time,
thank you.
Michael. Yeah, it's good to have you, and I'm looking forward to do some greater work. I know now your business is definitely on the way to scale.
I just can't say enough how much I appreciate everything you've done. I know you go over and above. I know there's these things coming through on weekends and all over the place. I know you're always watching exactly what's happening. So
To me, it's not about the time that we spend; it's about the result that you know that you get.
yes,
So
yeah,
that's the only thing that I
yeah,
care. All
yeah, and
right.
it shows.
Thanks, Michael. I'll
All
talk to you
right,
later.
thanks.